Dominic Haga and I talked, and this was last year, and he said something that really stuck with me. And there aren't very many things in this world that young people can't see by picking up their phone and going and
it's ruined magic.
Dude, so
in my
much,
opinion,
so much. It has, it really has. But he said, so it's their goal as performers and entertainers to give them something that will make them look up from their phone and be like, and the Hagas have done a good job at that, adding the lights, the fire, the spectacle. They're young kids. That's just what they do. They draw that in. And those are the shows that, we've got a lot of tribute shows in town. Some good, some not so good, the book show, starting to gravitate towards that. For the longest time, God and Country had the Patsy Cline. Absolutely Patsy or Always Patsy, whatever. And it was a Broadway play, and it was a two-woman show. It was a housewife and Patsy, and, they just kind of went back and forth. So $1 Million Quartet opens up a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's a perfect show for Branson. That's a perfect show for this area. All right. So then you got the Maxine show, which recently closed, the Hallmark show. Did you see it?
I didn't get to see it.
It was a lot of fun, man.
I know. It was just at a weird time. I couldn't go see it at 10.
It really was. And, that's Hallmark. Man, everybody knows Hallmark. They dumped some quan in that show.
Yeah.
Really,
like
really
the last week they were here, I had been bugging them. I want to do an interview. Because I found it fascinating that she does the voice, like everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, like 2 days before they closed, they're like, "Hey, you want to do that interview?"
Come out and
I'm
do
like,
that?
"Oh, I can't." Like I really wanted to, but
it was, and they'll be back next year. They already announced they're
we have a lot of
next
these
year.
shows that come back.
Yeah. Also, speaking of book shows, Forever Young.
Yeah.
Great.
One of my favorite shows. Still my favorite show.
Love it. Such a good, and those guys are so good at what they do. And there again, anytime they replace a cast member, they go back and they replace the songs and make them meaningful to the person that's singing.
But we have a couple people from our show that went. Steve was there, but Avila's
Avila, yeah. Dude, talk about somebody with a great set of pipes, man. And Avila there again, in addition to being a Forever Young and on the Showboat, he's also does Red Hot and Blue.
Red Hot and Blue.
Yeah, dude, just a great set of, and Steve as well. Steve Parrish. Like, those guys they're good, man. There's a reason why that they do that stuff. Another book show that opened this year is that Dreams Classic Rock show at the Dream Theater.
Oh yeah, with Rod Stewart and stuff.
Yeah. It's so basically what that show is, there's entertainers that do tributes to Stevie Nicks, Rod Stewart,
Mick Jagger,
and Tina Turner. Okay, it's a book show. All right, and the script starts with the lady that does Stevie Nicks. Her name is Julie Myers, and the actor playing her father comes on stage and he's like, "I want to thank y'all for coming to see my little girl." He's all old and feeble, I want to thank y'all for coming out to see my little girl tonight. And they put a picture on. That's her. That's Julie. She loves. I always told her she sang like Stevie Nicks and blah 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 and this and that and the other. He's like, "Oh, do y'all mind if I sit down and take me a break?" And he sits down and falls asleep in his rocking chair. All right. Well, he falls asleep and the lights fade and the show opens, and the show is taking place inside his dream.
Oh,
okay. Well, you find out 10 minutes into the show that he's got Alzheimer's.
Oh.
So they realize that they're in the dream, and they say, "Well, why don't we see if we can play some of Dad's favorite music and see if we can jog some of his memories loose and this and that and the other." And that's how it all ties together.
See, that's a good idea.
Really cool, man.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And that venue, there hasn't been anything in there for a couple of years. It's a great spot right there by the Ferris wheel, right across.
I'm gonna have to go see that show. I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of.
See, and it's like they're one of those that, like, I mean, I won't go out of my way to listen to like a Stevie Nicks song. If I hear it on the radio, I'm not going to turn it. Like, I like the Stones. I like some of Rod Stewart stuff. It's kind of hit and miss.
But if it's not Journey, you're not
Journey. And you know what? I told this is really funny. I had Julie and a dude named Martin. Martin does Rod Stewart. Had him on the radio show. And I said, "I need to tell you what my favorite part of your show is, the fact that there's no Journey in your show." And dude, he loved it. He's like, "I hate Johnny. I hate him."
Yeah.
It was brilliant, dude. I loved it. So, but no, I mean, those book shows, like, you can do that if it's done right. All right. I'm going to skip. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to skip.
Well, there was one here a few years ago that I kind of liked. It was the, I can't remember the name of it. It was behind Olive Garden. There was Frankie Valli's... Frankie Valli? I can't remember.
New Jersey Nights? Or
No. It was, the whole story was them in the Catskills doing, what was the name of it? I can't
remember that one.
Heather Peterson was in it. and it was about these two girls went on a trip to go to the Catskills or something. Why can't I remember the name of it?
It's on the tip of my tongue. No, we need to talk about something else because then
it'll come back.
It'll pop back.
But it was a good show. It was like a whole play,
right? And I like that, like, because it's so much more creative. And so, and going back to the book shows, I got to mention Smoke on the Mountain, and the Sanders Family Christmas going on. That's at the IMAX at the Little Opry Theater. Those shows are really fun. It's a small venue, but those shows are so much fun in that theater. Leroy New, especially, that's my boy. I like Mr.
You know
Leroy.
Donna that was in the show?
Donna. Oh yeah. Rastafur, right?
Yeah. So I was there one night, and she was on the podcast. We were talking about this. I was there, and they were playing, and a guy felt bad because nobody was playing the piano on stage because they were all playing their instruments that they do. And he got up and climbed over the seats and ran up there and started playing. And she was just staring at me the whole time. And I brought it up in the podcast. She's like, "You were there that night. That was the craziest
awesome,
thing."
Dude. That's awesome.
But it's a good show. Go see it. It's
really
funny.
Is. It's so much fun. I think that there's so much room for shows like that here in town, especially if they're done the right way.